Hello again, MiniGT and Bentley fans. Now, I used to say when I was new to collecting I wouldn't collect the same casting because I don't have much room. I live in an apartment. But I got this off eBay from SurplusGoodies, that store, and it was like $5 or maybe $6. I factored in shipping, so for me this model costs only $7. And so, well, if I can get a Mini GT for $7, I'm gonna do it, even if I do have the orange road version of this car. I also have a little soft spot for the fact that I've actually camped out at Pikes Peak the day before the race. This is back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and back when the Suzuki Escudo or whatever that twin V6 engine thing was. I actually saw that go up the hill. And semi-trucks and motorcyclists. There's a crazy lot of people driving up the Pikes Peak hill climb. So anyways, Bentley, back in 2019, they took one and they entered the regular production car class. So I guess it had this livery on it. It was driven by Reese Millen, who's won the Pikes Peak hill climb a few times. And it went up 5,000 feet through 156 bends in 10 minutes in under 19 seconds. So it's crazy what these guys do. Usually someone dies because there's no guardrails. They just fly off the side of a mountain and then they get impaled by a tree or they careen off the side of a mountain and the shock kills them. So it's a really extreme motorsports event where you have to have some big cojones, to be doing this kind of stuff. I would probably ride a bicycle up it, but I wouldn't ride a bicycle down it. At 5,000 feet elevation, there's not much air at the top. Walking around for like 3 minutes will make you tired. So if you have some sort of lung condition, don't go to the top of that mountain. Okay. Oh, another stat here is this car shaved off 8.4 seconds from the previous production car record. So that's a big shaving in the realm of racing. The reason why I avoided this model in the past is I don't like the black wheels. You don't know what's happening there, because it's matching the black of this graphic. So I'm not really a fan of that, but I guess that's the way the car was in real life. What I do like is this funky green wheel, though, because it matches the body. You just don't see, Bentleys rolling around with lime green wheels. And speaking of which, the body of this is a metallic finish, and it is lime green of some sort. Alright, so the graphics are printed on Tampo style, no decals. So that should stay good as long as paint stays good. The door handle has some dimensionality to it. Let's go on this front wheel. Yeah, the Bentley logo is nice. It's legible. It's relatively centered. There's some lug nut details there. The wheels themselves look like the photograph. You're not going to get brakes at this price range. I'm going to add some when I get back to Asia. And then the tires, in this case, they look good. They look close to street tires, but since this was actually a gravel racer, maybe it actually had tires like that, because it literally had to drive up a gravel mountain. A little venting here, molded in, painted black. All this stuff is printed really nice. You got the rubbery mirrors are great, and they're actually painted, I think. They look glossy. Alright, going to the front, nice textures here, and all the grills. I think these are plastic inserts here. And then the headlights are plastic inserts, and some sort of, well, they're so far back. I don't see a light bulb or projector indication. I think this is one of their earlier castings. So it's not the best, but it's okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's a nice Bentley logo. It's really well done. It's not just like an outline of the logo. Besides the fact that the B is almost legible, there's actually like details for the wings. That's one of the best Bentley logos I've ever seen on a 1/64 scale. This 100, I believe, celebrates the 100th anniversary of Bentley. Now under this 4x magnification, unfortunately, I can see a little chunk of metal is missing there. I didn't even see it before. Oh, now that I look for it though, I can see it with the naked eye. That is unfortunate, but again, it was a cheap model for me. Raised wiper blades, painted black along with the outline here. Gran Turismo. Okay. And then you got this like ice mountain kind of effect going on here. They never race when it's snowing though. They race in the summertime, I believe June. So I'm not sure why it has this mountain, like it looks like winter time. Okay, yeah, 100 years. This is matte black here. Some details here for the wing, I'm assuming pops up. Fuel filler door there. Okay, this side wheel looks good. All this side printing looks good. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Now I'm noticing this is matte paint here, but here it's like kind of glossy. Very well, it's like semi-gloss, and then clearly that's matte. So I don't know what happened. Like this, I'm pretty sure this piece here is the same metal as this piece, and that's just a panel gap. But it's clearly a different color, right? This is very matte. Up here, oh, I see. This is matte as well. So, like the mountain graphic is adding some shininess to it, but they originally shot this matte finish underneath the graphic. So there's actually two blacks going on here. A lot of detail, depth to the paint job on this guy. I like the really thick red lenses. You can see the light reflecting around in there. And again, the Bentley logo on the back. Let's see. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And then the text underneath is legible. Nice to see something in the license plate. Very nice. Akrapovic, I know them. They make motorcycle exhausts. I'm assuming these are probably titanium on a car like this. And then it looks like there's a little ridge, you know, like a separator in those exhausts. It's not, it's actually kind of deep, so that's nice. Some depth to the exhaust tips. And the silver ovals that one's painted really well. Yeah, that one is okay. Okay, great thing about MiniGT is the screwed together base. The treads look good. They're equal size. I'm not sure if that's accurate to the real car. One thing I don't like about MiniGT is very often they just don't tell you what the car is. You know, they're just like, whatever. You know, granted this livery helps you guess, but like my plain orange one, all I know is a Bentley. Actually, I don't know this is a Continental. It doesn't say Continental GT on this paint job anywhere, right? So that's why I like to know what the car is, so I can actually know. Okay. Well, the interior is just black molded plastic, I'm assuming, but I'll pop it open. And looking at those photos, I'm sure it actually has just a black interior. I'm not sure if I mentioned there's supposed to be only 15 examples of this road car that were sold to the public. So I don't know if there's 16, one being the actual race car, and then 15 others. So there we have the construction up top. I think it's mostly tension holding this thing in. The tension inside the window openings. Alright. Okay, yeah, just a plain black interior. Standard molded details one would expect for this kind of price range, better than Hot Wheels. It's actually mold-wise even like up to resin quality. It's just resin qualities would have decals and more paint and stuff in there. Alright, well that's nice. I think I'm going to leave this one black because, you know, the real car seems to have a black interior. I usually do paint my MiniGT interiors, but yeah, we'll just leave this one alone. One thing that I am going to do that might be weird is I'm going to flip these wheels around. I'm going to put the green one in the back and the black in the front and just see what happens. I actually got it. I kind of like the contrast of that. I'm going to leave it like this. But now I want to paint that silver. But now, I guess, no, I'm going to leave it like this. Let me screw this together. Alright, today I pulled out the MiniGT 911 RS GT2 RS. And I painted the seats blue in that one. And then here's a Power 64 Audi e-tron, and I painted that interior light gray. So, Got some modern vehicles here now, modern rich people vehicles. Well, they're all relatively the same size, oddly. One would expect a Porsche to be smaller. Okay, let's get these guys out, get the spin thing, put together a new dirt coaster. So the dirt coaster, if you want to make one of these, it's just a DVD or a CD. Then I spray glue mounted some sandpaper to it. It's actually peeling up right there, I think. And then I took a bunch of Elmer's glue, just smeared it on, and then I just literally threw dirt onto it, compacted it, and now I have a realistic looking dirt coaster. You could go and add like black paint lines to make like tread marks if you want, but for me, I'm good with this. What do you guys think about the wheels? Should they look like the photograph, like the real thing, or do you like the actual contrast? I like the contrast today. Nice thing is, with the screwed together base, I can always switch it back. Whoever designed this graphic, and if they ever see this video, they're like, "You moron, you totally messed up my design." So I apologize to whoever that might be. But again, contrast. Thank you for watching today. You know I'm going to get some more MiniGTs in, so stay tuned until that happens. Thanks.